Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. We'll be having simple conversations to help you improve your speaking and listening skills.
No matter your level, you're welcome here. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's jump into the world of English together. Hey Omar, what's for lunch today?
Hey Lila, leftover pasta salad from last night. What about you?
Ugh, boring. I was thinking of making something new. I'm craving something spicy.
Ooh, that sounds good. Maybe some Thai curry? There's a great recipe I've been wanting to try.
Perfect. I love Thai curry. Do we have everything we need?
Let's check. We definitely need coconut milk, red curry paste, and some vegetables. We might be missing some protein though.
True. Chicken or tofu would work. What do you feel like?
I had chicken yesterday. Maybe tofu this time to keep it lighter?
Sounds good. We can add some bell peppers, broccoli, and maybe some straw mushrooms for extra texture.
Now you're talking. While we cook, do you want to watch that documentary we were talking about, the one on the history of spices?
Great idea. It'll be interesting to learn more about the origins of the flavors we're using.
Alright, the curry looks amazing. It smells so fragrant.
I can't wait to dig in. And the rice is perfect, nice and fluffy.
Wow, this is delicious. The curry paste has the perfect amount of heat.
I completely agree. The vegetables are cooked perfectly, and the tofu is surprisingly flavorful.
You know, we should try making our own curry paste sometime. It would be so much more customizable.
That's a great idea. We could find a recipe online and experiment with different chilies and spices.
We could even have a Thai curry night with some friends. Everyone could bring a different curry variation.
Now that's what I call a delicious plan. You know, this curry is making me think about other spicy foods around the world. Have you ever tried Ethiopian food?
I haven't. They use a spice blend called berbere, right? Isn't it really colorful?
Exactly. It has things like paprika, chilies, ginger, and turmeric. They serve stews over injera, a spongy flatbread made from teff flour.
Teff flour? I've never even heard of that. Sounds interesting.
It's a tiny grain that's naturally gluten-free. We should find an Ethiopian restaurant sometime and give it a try. I hear the coffee ceremony is a whole experience too.
I'm definitely down for that. Speaking of different cultures, what about Korean food? I've been wanting to try some real kimchi.
Kimchi is fermented cabbage. It's kind of like sauerkraut but spicier and with more complex flavors. They have so many amazing side dishes in Korean cuisine too, like japchae and bibimbap.
My mouth is watering just thinking about it. Maybe we can do a little international food tour around town. We could try a different cuisine every weekend.
What a fun idea. We could even learn to make some of the dishes at home. There are probably cooking classes offered for different ethnic cuisines.
That would be a great way to expand our culinary skills. Plus, it would be a fun date night activity.
Exactly. Who knows, maybe we'll discover a hidden gem of a restaurant or become kimchi-making masters.
Kimchi-making masters sounds ambitious. But seriously, this conversation has me itching to travel somewhere with incredible food. Have you ever been to Southeast Asia?
Not yet, but it's definitely on my bucket list. Thailand, Vietnam, Singapore, all those countries are known for their vibrant street food scenes and unique flavor combinations.
Imagine wandering through a bustling night market. We could even take a cooking class and learn how to make some of those amazing curries we see in travel shows.
Don't forget the fresh fruit. I can picture myself sipping on a young coconut on a hot afternoon beach. Maybe we could even learn how to make some local cocktails.
Now you're really getting me excited. We could even throw a global tapas party for our friends where everyone brings a dish from a different culture we've explored.
What a fantastic way to share our experiences. And who knows, maybe it'll inspire them to explore new cuisines as well. This all started with leftover pasta salad, and now we're talking about international food adventures.
It just goes to show you, food can be so much more than just sustenance. It's a way to connect with different cultures, learn new things, and create lasting memories.
Absolutely. Here's to a world of delicious discoveries, Omar.
Cheers to that, Lila. Maybe we should start brainstorming our next culinary adventure right now.
Okay, Vietnam seems like a great starting point. Hanoi for the pho and banh mi, then Ho Chi Minh City for some amazing street food stalls.
Perfect. We can find a cooking class that teaches us how to make those fresh spring rolls we love. And of course, we have to try some Vietnamese coffee.
Don't forget Thailand. Massaman curry in Chiang Mai, boat noodles in Ayutthaya, and a pad Thai cooking class in Bangkok. We could even take a day trip to a nearby island for some fresh seafood.
Sounds heavenly. We should definitely learn how to make our own curry paste there too, just to compare it to the one we made today.
Absolutely. Maybe Singapore can be our final stop. Hawker centers for all the variety, some chili crab for a splurge, and a dim sum cooking class to learn how to make those delicious dumplings.
This is shaping up to be the ultimate food adventure. We should start looking at flights as soon as we get back to our desks.
Agreed. And while we're researching flights, we can brainstorm some ideas for our global tapas party. We can have different stations for each region we explore, with small plates of all the amazing things we learn to make.
That's a great way to share our trip with everyone. We can even have a little competition for the most creative or authentic dish.
This is going to be so much fun. Food really does bring people together, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Here's to good food, good friends, and unforgettable adventures.
Cheers to that, Omar. Now back to work, but with a delicious future to look forward to. Ugh, reality is calling us back. But at least we have something amazing to look forward to.
Definitely. Maybe we can sneak in a quick peek at some travel websites before our next meeting.
Perfect. In the meantime, let's brainstorm some theme ideas for the tapas party. Maybe we can have decorations or music specific to each region.
Ooh, I like that. We could even have people dress up in traditional clothing for some extra fun.
That would be hilarious. Imagine trying to explain the complexities of making kimchi while wearing a hanbok.
We should definitely document the whole trip. Photos, videos, maybe even a travel blog to share with everyone.
A blog is a great idea. We could share our experiences and inspire others to explore the world through food.
Exactly. This trip isn't just about the food, it's about the cultural immersion, the memories, and maybe even picking up some new cooking skills.
Absolutely. Who knows, maybe we'll even discover a hidden talent for culinary artistry.
Well, with our leftover pasta salad success story, anything is possible.
All right, back to the grind for now. See you at the next brainstorming session.
You got it. And hey, maybe we can convince our boss to sponsor a team-building event, a global food festival, perhaps?
Now that's an ambitious yet delicious proposal. Let's see what we can cook up. So, about that team-building event, how do we convince Mr. Jones that a global food festival is the key to peak employee morale?
We need a solid pitch. Maybe we can frame it as a cultural exchange and learning experience. Highlight how it can boost creativity and team spirit.
Perfect. We can even mention potential social media buzz if the event is a success. Mr. Jones loves anything that gets the company name out there.
Exactly. And to sweeten the deal, we could offer to handle most of the planning and execution ourselves. We can even rope in some other foodie colleagues for extra help.
That's a great idea. Imagine the possibilities: recipe brainstorming sessions, potluck contributions from different cultures, maybe even a cooking competition for different departments.
Don't forget the decorations. We can transform the office into a mini world tour, with flags, music, and maybe even some traditional attire for a fun twist.
This could be epic. We could even film a short documentary about the event for our travel blog, showcasing the company culture and our passion for food.
This just keeps getting better. Okay, let's put together a formal proposal with a detailed budget and timeline. We can even create a mock-up of the event space to show Mr. Jones our vision.
I'm on it. With a little creativity and some delicious food, we might just pull off the most unique team-building event ever.
Here's to thinking outside the box. Maybe this Southeast Asian trip will inspire more than just our personal palates.
Absolutely. Who knows, maybe we'll spark a global food revolution right here in our office. Hey Omar, what are you having for breakfast? Scrambled eggs again?
You caught me. I'm in a bit of a breakfast rut lately. Toast and eggs every morning. What about you?
Oatmeal with berries and a sprinkle of chia seeds. It's healthy and keeps me full until lunch.
That sounds good, but a little boring for me. I miss having something savory in the mornings. Maybe I should spice things up.
Absolutely. There are so many delicious breakfast options around the world. Have you ever tried breakfast burritos?
Not that I can recall. What's in them?
They're basically scrambled eggs with your favorite fillings wrapped in a tortilla. You can add things like chorizo, black beans, cheese, salsa, endless possibilities.
Wow, that sounds like a flavor explosion. Maybe I can find a recipe online and give it a try tomorrow.
Excellent. Or how about savory pancakes? They're thicker than regular pancakes and can be made with all sorts of herbs and vegetables.
Intriguing. Do you have a favorite recipe?
Actually, I've been wanting to experiment with zucchini pancakes. They're supposed to be light and fluffy, perfect with a dollop of Greek yogurt and some smoked salmon.
Now that you mention it, I haven't had smoked salmon in ages. Maybe we can make a whole brunch spread this weekend.
That's a great idea. We can make the zucchini pancakes, whip up some hollandaise sauce, maybe even try our hand at some homemade croissants.
Whoa, croissants might be a bit ambitious. But hey, we can always try. The worst that can happen is we end up with some delicious bread, even if it's not perfectly flaky.
Exactly. Cooking should be fun and adventurous. Maybe we can even find a French bakery this weekend for some inspiration.
Now that's a plan I can get behind. Fresh croissants and a coffee on a Saturday morning. Perfect.
Speaking of coffee, have you tried that new Ethiopian coffee place downtown? They have a whole ceremony for brewing it.
I haven't. Is it strong coffee?
Supposedly, but it's also brewed in a special pot over hot coals, and the beans are roasted with spices. It's an experience as much as a drink.
Sounds fascinating. Maybe we can check it out after our French bakery visit.
This is turning into quite the food-filled weekend. Who knows, maybe we'll discover a new favorite breakfast or even a whole new cuisine.
Here's to culinary adventures. And maybe, just maybe, I can finally break out of my scrambled egg rut.
Speaking of adventures, did you see that documentary on competitive baking the other night? The one with all those elaborate cakes and pastries?
The one with the sugar sculptures and the towering creations? Yeah, I couldn't believe the level of skill those bakers had. It was like watching edible works of art come to life.
Exactly. It almost made me want to take a baking class and learn how to make something more impressive than my banana bread.
Haha, your banana bread is pretty amazing though. But I hear you. Maybe we could find a beginner's course together? Something that focuses on the basics like different doughs and frostings.
That would be fun. And who knows, maybe someday we'll be competing in our own local baking competition.
Now that might be a stretch, but it would be a cool goal to work towards. Learning new skills in the kitchen is always rewarding, even if it's just making a perfect batch of cookies.
Absolutely. Speaking of cookies, have you tried those new gourmet cookie shops that popped up recently? They have all these crazy flavors: peanut butter and pretzel, salted caramel, and chocolate chunk.
Wow, that sounds dangerous for my sweet tooth. But also very tempting. Maybe we can do a taste testing mission and compare different shops. For research purposes, of course.
Of course. We could even document our findings on a blog or social media. Lila and Omar's Delicious Detours. A chronicle of our culinary explorations.
I love that. We could share recipes, restaurant reviews, maybe even tips for beginner cooks like ourselves.
What a fantastic idea! It would be a way to combine our love of food with our desire to share new experiences with others.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe it would inspire others to step outside their comfort zones and try something new in the kitchen.
This conversation started with breakfast boredom, and now we're planning a food blog and weekend adventures. Food truly is a source of endless inspiration and connection.
Couldn't agree more. Here's to a future filled with delicious discoveries, Lila.